Hey everybody, I've got an awesome video today talking to you about how to set up a paid event in your HubSpot account and with SimpleEvents so you can have those paid users come into your event only after successful payment instead of having them from a form submission or anything like that. Our goals is setting up the payment link because we're using HubSpot Payments. We're going to set up a workflow to push them into the event in SimpleEvents, and then you will see that in SimpleEvents as well. Let's dive into HubSpot. So as you can see here, I'm sitting on my marketing events page. I'm going to go into SimpleEvents and create my new 2024 paid event. Woo! And I like to put the year and the month as well. So I'm going to say on-site in person 05/10/2024 at 11 a.m. Look at there. Generate my own errors. I like it. 10/24, 12 p.m. There we go. And this is my awesome paid event. There we go. And then we're going to set up the location. 123 Computer Lane. Oh, Huntsville. That's where I am recording this video from right now. And that could be used in the add to email module for your emails as well. And in this case, you don't need a HubSpot form created. So don't create if we don't need it. And I'm going to show you how to set up that payment form as well. Without using a form, we're going to use a direct payment link. And the reason why is I'll talk about that here shortly. So let's go ahead and create this event, and we're going to use the workflows and the list, and you'll see why here shortly. So as this is being created in the portal, in the HubSpot account. Now, if we go back to our SimpleEvents, boom, marketing events, there it is. Now, if you've gotten the new sidebar that HubSpot has recently pushed out, go to commerce. If you're still at the top, go to commerce, or if it's under sales. And what you're going to do is go into payment links. What we're going to do is create a new payment link, and I'm going to use a blank payment link and create a custom item. Now, if you have a product item for your events already, go ahead and use that. Keep yourself organized. But what I'm going to do is do the 24 paid event. This is your ticket for your event. Boom. There. And what we're going to do is say the price is $150 for this luncheon. And option wise, we don't want to allow the users to edit quantity. We don't want to allow them to make it optional. And we definitely don't want to let them set it their own price. So base, minimum, this is a one ticket to one contact setup right now. All right. Future features of SimpleEvents will allow multiples to come in, but at this moment we're just doing one-to-one. All right. So I'm going to hit save. And if I look at my settings, I prefer deal creations. That's what you need to decide on the settings side. Any terms and conditions you want to drop here, any notes, those kind of things. And also add in other company properties. This is a great way to enrich your data. So if you want to say what's your favorite sport, what's your favorite food, any dietary restrictions, you could use those fields here to help you with your event side. Now, ACH and credit card. If you don't want to do ACH because it takes a little bit longer to process instead of the credit card, it's instant. That is your go-to option. With that, you could set up a thank you page in HubSpot landing pages, or you could just give them the default confirmation. We're going to send emails anyways in HubSpot using the HubSpot workflows. So you decide on how you want to present that thank you page. Boom. Hey, this is your landing page. Check your email. That's got your QR code. It's got your receipt and everything else there. If we looked at the preview, you can see here, boom, paid event one time. It's dropping in one of my email addresses there. Awesome. This looks great. And I'm going to turn off ACH just for the fun of it. With that, I'm going to call it my 2024 payment link or payment event for the link name. Boom. And now as we reload, I don't know where my payment link went, HubSpot, but it's in there. I know I created it. With that, we're going to jump over to our automations and our workflows because we enabled that setup option to enable the workflows. You can see we got our 3 workflows right here. I'm going to copy this flow or a naming convention and then come in and create a new contact workflow. The reason why we use a contact workflow is because the SimpleEvents action right now is not available for payment workflows. That is something we are working on to add in, and along with deals, along with other things as well. Use a contact-based workflow. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and add in the register for an event And if we click here, we should see 2024 and paid event. There it is. Boom. All right. I, Justin, prefer always, if you ask anybody I've ever worked with, the amount of delay. I like a 2-second delay just to make sure there's no oops, changes, you can do anything like that. I'm going to drop in my naming convention, which means paid and enroll in event. Instead of enroll, add to event. This workflow, let's give it a good description. We'll add the contact to the SimpleEvents event named 2044 paid event. Easy to read, somebody can easily see what's going on. In the criteria for enrollment, we're going to use filter criteria when it's met. All right, and what we're going to do is switch this from filtering on the contact object, going down to an associated record and look for payment. And what we want to do is do status, and the status should be succeeded, okay? Not processing succeeded. If you are accepting ACH payments, you need to make sure you choose processing as well, because ACH sits in a processing state longer than the credit cards, which goes from either failed to succeeded instantly, okay? If I say add another filter here, we're gonna add the second thing, which is going to be a line item, because line items are added to payments, and the name is going to be 2024, it's not 2024, 2024-05 paid event. So that's the payment link name we used, and it's also the line item name, okay? In the same thing here is HubSpot will also give us a source URL, depending on if you're using this payment link on a landing page. But if you're giving people direct to the source URL, I would use a contains and starts with, and that URL would look something like this, but without, if I hover over that, you'll see it, but it's without the redirect option or that question mark. It's the very first part of the payment links. We are currently working with the payments team to actually streamline and automate this whole process, but at this moment we can't, so there is a little bit of manual. But now set this up, hit save. You can see here where there's a line item associated with it, and the payment is succeeded, and the source URL is this. Boom, we've got our event set up. 2 minutes later, that contact will enroll to this event and show up in your dashboard. Now you've got your paid event people coming in. You can still use, so this is all I would do for this workflow. Vice versa, when we look at the registered, this is where we would kick off that initial email saying, boom, here's your confirmation. You can move that to the paid and enrolled. It depends on however you want to do that notification as well. But you are in, you got your contacts there. And again, if you have any questions, email our support at simpleevents.io or hit us up in the live chat. As you can see down here in the bottom right hand corner, we want to provide you the best support possible, and we always want to make your events simple. So here's to you keeping your events simple. Have a good day.